And again, I want to make this clear, and I never do salesy techniques. I don't even use sarcasm. So when I say this, I really am saying this. I'm not a flat earth evangelist. I'm not trying to make you believe. I don't care. You believe what you want to believe. I find this interesting. I'm from a town that made biscuits and no gravy. And so I'm here to bring the gravy. And if you don't want any gravy for your biscuits, that's fine. But in the meantime, I'm going to be ingesting as much gravy as I want. And don't feel threatened. Don't feel like I judge you if you think the world is a spinning ball and an infinite nonsense. I mean, maybe I do a little bit. No, I'm just joking. But there's several worlds that you can be a part of. Charlie Kirk has one world for you. One world. Globalism. Just think of the words that these people use. Let me show you this Pixar thing again.
Six years prior to the release of Toy Story, Pixar released a short film called Knick-Knack.
Okay, and just another thing I want to explain to you. There's coding that happens when people make short films. When Steven Spielberg made this one short film, it was coding to let people know that he was a pedophile. He had the books in the suitcase. It was a silent film. There was no words exchanged. Everything. I've done a whole episode about it, my other channel, about Spielberg and how he alerted his hand. It was from one short film. He got a 5-picture deal with the biggest movie studio in the world with no credits because he was showing using symbol that he could show that lifestyle right under the noses of Americans. And then you see him use the extraterrestrial. He took the fingertip of God and man from the Sistine Chapel and he made it about a little boy's hand and a monstrous alien. It's right there. And so Pixar was alerting to Disney that they knew about the firmament. That's what this short does. Like when you make a short like this, then people see it and go, oh, they know, but they won't say it. And that's how you open the doors with other very powerful people. The world is communicated in symbol. It's symbol because that's how people can communicate over vast time periods and vast oceans of space and time and all that and be able to communicate to each other. It's the closest thing to time travel I've ever seen. All right, so watch this.
They showed you hot location after hot location where all the knickknacks have on sunglasses. Then they take you to a land far away towards the edge of the shelf. They call it Nome, Alaska, but they make the pun Nome, Sweet Nome, showing you that this is your home. This character is not wearing sunglasses because he's at the edge of the world where the sun barely reaches the coldest place on Earth, Antarctica. He finds the edge, just like we did in Operation Deep Freeze. Then he proceeds to drill, just like they did in Russia. Then he tries to blow it up, just like we did over the Pacific Ocean. Again, symbolizing the edge of the known world. And what was the name of the operation we were trying to explode the firmament? Operation Fishbowl. And we see here how if he actually did escape from his home sweet home, beyond the firmament, he would be in water. Pixar obviously got the attention of Walt Disney in this short little film because Disney Studios has released every single Pixar movie. After all, Disney Studios filmed Operation Deep Freeze, and Walt Disney is an honorary member because he was there when they found the firmament of heaven and where it meets the earth. This is commemorated in his logo of the Magic Kingdom, depicting a firmament and a tower whose top would reach unto heaven.
And that little piece right there is very powerful. You see how the tower is through the firmament? That's to symbolize the Tower of Babel. That somehow that somehow man can build his way out of our realm and into heaven. There's a lot of hubris there. You know, that's what globalism is. It's very, very, very evil. And get mad at me all you want. I've been getting a lot of love, which is cool, but a lot of just despicable hate lately. Ever since I started talking about some of this stuff, people are like, "You, sir, are an embarrassment." And it's like, it's right there. Just pick it up. 3,500 people in chat. Yeah, it's pretty legit. Has Owen ever analyzed Truman Show? It's so it's so on the money that it's just, I don't know how anyone wouldn't. Oh, and if you want to see the true map of the world, again, hiding in plain sight, it's the map of the United Nations. It's just right there. Like, look. Because they know. This isn't a secret to the people who control air travel and global commerce and weather manipulation and banking and governments. Like, this isn't a secret. Like, all these countries have to be in on the deception to fake the space race and to fake the moon landing and the ISS and rovers and Mars. Like, they're all in on it. And yes, that does mean that wars aren't what they say they are. They're not. The real power, and one of the main things that caused World War II, in my opinion, based on the little knowledge that I'm even capable of having as just a dude, Hitler kept going to Antarctica. That's something that you should really think about. Why would just a racist, bigot, homophobe, anti-Semite with a weird mustache, why would that man keep going to Antarctica? That's public knowledge. Why? I'll tell you why. Because he knew it was the edge. And I think in the 40s, people started really having to address this reality. And in schools, globe Earth wasn't taught like widely until the 20th century. This isn't ancient. You know, some of my friends were like, "Oh, they figured this out in ancient Greece, that the world was round in the times." No, they didn't. I mean, they did, but it was a small group of people. Most people did not believe the Earth was a spinning globe. They were not globalists. He was looking for Atlantis. That's interesting. But why would he keep going? And then, okay,